You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's America's Next Top Model After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's America's Next Top Model After Show.
Hi, AfterBuzz fans. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Emma. We're doing another special interview today with Phil Sullivan from America's Next Top Model Cycle 20. Hi, Phil. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey. How are you? Thank you for having me.
We are very good. We are excited to have you on. We have so many questions waiting for you. You have been the highlight of this season.
Ask away. I'm ready to answer.
And we are really sad to see you leave, but we don't know what's going to happen for the next episode. So we have our fingers crossed that hopefully you are the guy selected to come back to join the rest of the crew.
I can give you a hint. I can give you a hint. A good-looking guy will come back.
Well, hopefully that is you. So we will wait and see for the next episode. So Phil, I wanted to ask you how you came into, America's Next Top Model, how you joined, and how you got into the whole modeling. Because from what I understand, you are a bartender, or you used to bartend?
Mm-hmm. I used to bartend, yep. I originally got started 4 years ago. I met a guy on a train on the way to New York City, and we actually ended up talking about the topic of meditation. And at the end of the conversation, he basically, mentioned to me that he's a portrait photographer and that he'd love to take my photo. So a creepy old guy asked me to take my pictures on the train, and I'm like, sure, why not? And the next thing you know, I started developing a portfolio, and as the time went on, I put together photos, and I started submitting to agencies in Boston and New York City, and, the time came. And then fast forward a little bit, 3 years later, I'm in New York, and I see on Facebook there's an audition to America's Next Top Model, and I'm like, hell, why not? Why don't I try this? And next thing you know, I go on audition, and I went in with the confidence that I wasn't lacking, and I nailed it.
Awesome. Well, we are so glad to have you on the show. It has really been exciting watching you and watching you progress from week to week, and also to see the drama that comes in as well. How was your experience overall being on the show? How has that helped you, shaped you for the future?
I think the show's been a great opportunity. Anytime you can get national exposure, it's just an awesome experience. I think it's really just given me a baseline from here. The rest is up to me. Now that I've got the following, it's what am I truly made of? I got to be a little more substance than, just on TV.
Did the house members' negativity affect you anyway in your performance? Because a lot of the people, from what the viewers got to see, didn't think that you were very fit to be a model and that you should have been on the show. Was that any way or expressed to you, and did that affect you in your performance?
I don't think that affected me in my performance at all. I think one of the biggest things you got to realize when you're on that show is it's not so much a modeling show, it's an entertainment show. You're there to create TV. Also, one of the things you got to go in is to not take things personal. You know, I modeled prior to the show, and it was already, you know, I've already been introduced to the industry. You know, I've worked with some big-time photographers. I've talked to big-time agents. I've been denied by castings. I've been accepted at castings. It's one of those things that, you know, they either like you or you don't. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's, you know, there's still, yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Well, we all want to know, do you still have the hair or not? Did you chop it off as soon as you got home?
Yeah, no, I didn't chop it off. They fell out. The extensions fell out over time. Yeah, the thing that was, they didn't really bring me back to a salon to where I could have actually gotten it professionally removed, which was disappointing. But, you know, they just had to naturally eventually fall out with enough conditioner and shampoo and, you know, combing through my hair and some painful nights. Yeah. But, oh well, it's out now, and I'm starting my hair. I wouldn't go back, not like that. I would go back naturally, which is what I'm doing currently. My hair is currently at a mid-length, and I decided to grow out my beard, so I look like, you know, a guy who just was removed from the woods. Or,
okay. So what are you working on currently?
Currently, I'm just working on booking campaigns without an agency. I'm waiting for my contract to honestly be up and really push myself as a fashion, you know, as a high fashion model, and take this beard to Milan, London, and Paris. And also, I'm pursuing my career of photography as my ultimate goal in life is to become a National Geographic photographer and travel the world and, you know, just take lifestyle photos of what everybody's missing out on in life.
Wow, that sounds really amazing. Will you be joining your girlfriend doing that? Or are you guys still together?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend are still together. She's in Chicago finishing up her education, and then after her education, she'll probably plan on taking over the world. And I'm going to be, you know, basically alongside of her the whole way and support that.
Do you watch any of the episodes when they come on TV?
I do here and there. I don't have cable, so when they come on, I watch them, or one of the episodes I missed for like a week, and I had to watch it on like my phone when I had Wi-Fi. But you know, I think, I mean, I find it entertaining, sometimes disappointing the way I can see them edited me, and I think it just, you know, really affected my relationship. I think a lot of, you know, things were misconstrued between me and Gianna.
Which was my next question. I was going to ask you, were any of the stuff that the viewers got to see on screen between you and Gianna real? Do you guys still keep in touch, or do you keep in touch with any of the other models from the show?
No, we haven't talked since the show. There was never a point where there were feelings between me and Gianna. You know, we got along well, and that was, you know, the basis of it. You're stuck in a house for 2 months with 15 people, you know, so it's also a little bit of a strategy. You know, you want to get in people's heads when you're competing like this. A lot of it comes down to a mental breakdown, and you know, it's kind of just playing the game. I'm sure if they showed me and Marvin flirting, they probably would have thought that me and Marvin were, you know, were partners also. But, you know, it all depends on what they want us to like and how they want to edit us. What was the other question?
Do you talk to any of the other models from the show?
Occasionally I talk to the other models, mostly Don, Marvin, Mike, and Jeremy. I haven't talked to any of the girls. You know, I'll receive a text from Nina here and there, and I'll be like, hey, let's hang out. And I'm just like, I don't really go out at all. You know, it's like 10 o'clock hits, I'm in bed, focusing on the next day.
So which model was your favorite model to work with from the show?
My favorite model to work with? That's tough. I think I really liked, I don't know. I don't.
Okay, how about who was your least favorite?
I don't have a lead to. I'd rather not work with any of the models. Modeling is usually a collaboration with models. You know, it's more so the photographer that you want to focus the relationship with. You know, and I think that's what means more to get a good photo is to focus on the photographer. A lot of campaigns, a lot of lookbooks. You're not dealing with the model. You know, it's just you and the camera.
And which challenge was the hardest challenge to do?
The hardest challenge, it's probably the shopping one, which I answered all of the questions basically wrong except the first one, but it left me with $25, which in a Brooklyn base, $25 could get me clothes for a week. But we could only choose from four. We could only get clothes from 4 stores that they had selected. So, I was very limited. But it was. I could guarantee that if another model was given $25, they would have come back naked. So at least I put clothes on.
What about your favorite photo shoot?
My favorite photo shoot, it's got to be the trailer park. I mean, I was coming off a high off the new makeover, the weave. I was all stoked, and then I get there and it's set up as a trailer park. And then they didn't even bring me to the hairstylist. They were just like, Phil, you're good. Your hair is fine. All Raggedy Ann and whatnot. But it's cool. I mean, I got into character. I'm from the middle of nowhere as it was, so I got to joke around being from a trailer park, and people were like, Phil, you're offending people. And I'm like, whatever. This is where I'm from. If you had any idea. Yeah, it was nice. You just got to, any photo shoot I go to, I'm always, I'm very outgoing. Some photographers love it, some hate it. It's me. That's who I am.
I thought you were amazing in that photo shoot because you were just being yourself, and people were getting really offended because you were throwing their energy off, and it was just like, Nina at first thought that you were going to ruin the photo shoot because you were just acting silly, when it came out perfect because you brought energy on the set. And I think you were one of the very few people that brought positivity and energy into even the house, because it seemed like watching it, there's so much drama, there's so much tension going on.
Oh, and, it's ridiculous. Everyone just wants to cry and be like, why me? Why me? And I'm like, look, just let the cookie crumble and then you eat it afterwards. It's like, you just got to kind of go with it. And my whole life has been just all positive energy, and that's what's gotten me to today. And I think a lot of people also, they really put me down as far as, some say that I'm, too much of a jokester and too much of a clown. But I can tell you one thing, that when I work with a client, when I step into the front of that camera, game on. When I step on that runway, game on. I'll be the jokester in the back the whole time up until, it's my turn to walk. But once I'm out there, you will never know what I do backstage.
Exactly. And how did you feel about the elimination when it came down to you and Marvin? Because Marvin didn't book any of the shows that he was supposed to book, and you booked, you booked the show. So how did you feel standing next to him and knowing?
That was actually brutal. In fact, it was cute. Me and Marvin get along well. I felt like I was a mentor to him, and I liked giving him as much advice as I could about life, about whatever it may be. He's definitely willing to learn and to progress. And so, when we first found out it was us, I grabbed his hand and we held hands and walked up together. It was it was just difficult to know that Marvin had received a 6 on the challenge score. I didn't know that showing up to an event gets you a 6. To know that the bottom of the pile is a 6 these days, that's great. It looks like, I'm doing all right. So to know that I got an 8 over, an apparent coat drag, which is publicly posted online, and I never dragged my coat. If you ever wanted to look into that, you can always just check my Twitter. So, you know what? It's a TV show, and I signed up for this, and one of the things is to focus on in life is don't take things personal. I know who I am at the end of the day, and the people who I include in my life also know who I am. And, the rest is up to the world to perceive.
Well, I'm guilty of that because last week when I recapped the episode, I did mention that you dragged the jacket on the ground. But, you know, it is reality TV, and it is fixed for viewers to get the most out of it. And the way that they did show it was that you were dragging. So what we're getting from a lot of the contestants that are coming on the show and giving us feedback and about the show is that a lot of the times the way they put the scene and the order they put it in is not actually how it happened. It's just done to escalate the tension and the drama even more for viewers. And it's really sad because, you know, we love the models and we love every single one of you guys. And we want to see you guys, we want to see the true, you know, Phil. We want to not the manipulated TV show Phil.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is a TV show. It is reality TV. And from your opinion, who do you think will win the show, the contest? Will it be a girl or a guy?
A guy. Definitely it's going to be a guy. You know, this is set up for us, you know, and even remaining down to us. You know, there's 5 guys and 3 girls left. And with the comeback, it's going to be 5 guys, 4 girls, whatever, but we've still, I think we still have the advantage, and I think, you know, I think the guys are just more confident. You know, the guys are going in there, and it's the first season for guys and girls. It'd be stupid if a girl did win.
That's really good to hear. We know you guys felt really strongly about the discussion with Renee between the females and the males, and modeling of the males, a female's world. So, you know, we really hope to see someone winning, and we support every single one of you guys. And your prediction for next week and next episode, who do you think will be sent home? Give us a bottom 3, bottom 2.
Who do I think the bottom 2 are going to be?
Yes.
Well, I just think Chris should go home, and then I don't know, maybe Chris and Nina. You know, maybe a little, you know, one of them. You know, knock one of them off their horse.
Okay. Well, Phil, where can everyone find you on social media?
Okay, on social media, the thing I use the most is going to be Instagram, and that's going to be insight_Phil, and then my Twitter is just InsightPhil.
Okay, and do you have a website or anywhere else they can find you?
No website yet. No, just that for right now.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been amazing, and hopefully I still have my fingers crossed that you will be coming on the show the next episode. We'll wait and see. Thank you guys for listening to us, and we'll be back next week. My name is Emma Kay. You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at RealEmmaKay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a good rest.